Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We're going to continue our discussion on, that will be next Wednesday, Maki. So October 11 ba yun? If that's October 11, then that will be our first long quiz. Okay, that's the Wednesday. Okay. So we learned that the relationship or the formula we learned how to compute for the present value and the future value given your interest rate. Okay. So by way of review, let me just quickly, okay, bro. Okay. We said that future value is equal to present value times your discount of, this is called your compound rate. And the difference between this is a compounding, right? Compound rate is that in simple interest, it's 1 plus r times t. Okay. So you multiply your t with your r. On the other hand, for compounding, you're raising it to the t. Now, it's important to consider the timeline for this. By timeline, what we mean is putting your cash flows in a horizontal line. Okay. So for example, this is 0 and 1, 2, 3. Let's say after 30 years. Okay. So let's suppose you're given, in the first problem, we were given, what was our present value? 1 million, right? So 1 million goes here, 1 million. So this is your present value. This is your value now. We would like to get the equivalent of this in 30 years' time. So this is your future value. That's what we want to solve. That's what we want to determine. Given your I, okay, whatever your I is, and your R, R, we're using R here, and your T is equal to 30 years. So it's important, class, to be able to construct your timeline. The timeline will help you determine, solve any problem in the time value of money. Of course, on the other hand, if we were solving for the present value, the timeline will look different. The timeline will look like this. So this is the difference, that this is what we're solving, present value, and this is what we're given. Future value is equal to whatever that amount is. And then for the timeline 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., 29, 30. It's always instructive to write your timeline, because there will be, example, in the exams, I might introduce a cash flow here or a cash flow here. So it's no longer a single lump sum amount. There may be other cash flows. Okay, and then so it's very important to learn the concept of time value of money. As we stated before, you cannot add these cash flows because they belong to different time frames. So for example, you have here, let's simplify the example. If you have 100 here, and if you have 500 here, you cannot add 500 and 100. No. Cannot be, class, because 500 belongs to this time frame now, 0, which is the present value, and the 100 belongs, will be obtained, or is a cash flow at time t is equal to 2. So after 2 periods, after 2 years. So you cannot in any way add 500 and 100, as I mentioned before. So how do you now, for example, you would want to determine the future value? How do you now compute for the future value? So there are several ways to do this. Okay, first, project your 500 up to 30 years, get the present value of this, and this one also get the future value, of 100, at year 30. So the difference will be the time. For this one, the time will be 30 minus 30 years. For the 100, the time will be 30 minus 2. Okay, if you count from 2 to 30, that will be 28 years. Okay, so the formula will be different. Okay, kasi yung sa 500, it will be t is equal to 30. For the 100, t will be equal to 28. Okay, so you can only know that if you understand the timeline. So this is what we call the timeline. Okay, then based on this class, we learned how to, very quick review. Sometimes the problem will call for you to solve the R, and sometimes the problem will call for you to solve the T. So if you have those, FV is equal to PV times 1 plus R raised to the T, it will be very easy if we know the how to compute for R and how to compute for T. Okay, so ang assumption dito, at least all of the four should be given. If you're computing for R, we should know what the future value is. We should know what the present value is. We should know the time. Otherwise, if one of them is missing, then we cannot solve it, class, because we will be having two unknowns in one equation. So let's just review, class. If you're solving for T, the period, how do we do it? The goal should be to put T down, to put T below, kasi it's exponentiated. So kailangan ibababa natin si T. So what we did last time was to, di ba, to put T down, dapat hindi siya exponentiated. Tapos, isa-separate natin siya. So what we did was, first, for example, lipat natin itong PV sa other side. So you divide everything by PV. So this becomes FV over PV. Right? So ganito na siya. Is equal to 1 plus R raised to the T. Okay. And then, what do we do? Kailangan natin, class, si T. Yun ang isinosolve natin. So, how do we put T below? Sabi natin, ang reverse ng exponentiation is you get the log. So what you do on one side, you to do the other side. So if I get the log of this and the log of this becomes log of future value over present value, okay, is equal to, the rule of logarithms is that if you get the log of an expression which is exponentiated, you can put down the exponent. So this becomes T times log of 1 plus R. Okay, so ganun lang kasimple, class. No? Simple operation, binabala natin yung T by getting the log, which is a valid mathematical process. So we can now isolate T. If we divide everything here by log times 1 plus R, diba? Divide natin to ng log of 1 plus R. So, mangyayari ng, class, log of FV over PV divided by log of 1 plus R. This becomes your T. Yan. Okay? So, of course, pag ano naman, okay lang naman na hindi nyo na i-memorize kung paano ginawa, you can just have this formula. You can just remember that formula. The T is equal to log of FV over PV divided by log of 1 plus R. Okay? In the exams, class, you don't need to memorize. I'll provide this, yung mga basic formulas na to. No? You can just refer to that. Okay, then, so to solve for R, pwede rin i-solve yun no? Solve for R. Diba, paano natin isosolve si R? Okay. To solve for R, class, kailangan ma-isolate din natin si R. So, manggagaling tayo dito sa formula na to. Okay? Paano natin ma-isolate si R? So, dapat ililipat din natin tong FV over PV. Okay? Ang problema natin, yung 1 plus R natin, naka-exponentiate na T. Okay? So, how do we remove this? We can remove this by, again, following the or implementing the laws of exponent, para mawala tong t na to, we can raise this to the 1 over t para mag-cancel out siya. And then what you do on one side, you have to do to the other side. If we raise this by 1 over t, then you also raise this by 1 over t. Okay, when you do that, class, the t now disappears here. Yung root ng t andi dito na sa kabila. So ang matitira na lang yung 1 plus r, which we can easily isolate r with. Okay, so let me do that. Just a quick review, class. So we have here FV, magiging FV over PV na, no, di ba? Is equal to 1 plus r raised to the t. Okay, so what do we do? We do with t here. Para matanggal tong t na to, we will raise this expression to the 1 over t. Loss of exponent, t to the 1 over t ulit, magka-cancel out lang yan. So this becomes 1. So what we do on one side, we have to do on the other side. So this one also, we have to raise this to the 1 over t. Or another way to say this is the tth root. So parang ganito siya, no? Yan. FV over PV raised to the t. Okay? Whatever your t is, ba? Sa calculator siya, alamin niyo kung paano ko kinukuha yan, no? Okay. Kasi iba-iba tayong calculator, iba-iba kayong calculator. Alright, so tanggal na to, di ba? Cancelled out na to. Matitira dito, 1 plus r na lang. So it's very easy to isolate r, just transpose yung 1. So this becomes FV over PV. Okay, I can write here square at tth root of FV over PV, or I can just put here 1 over t, and then minus 1. No? That now becomes your r. All right. Okay, so if we're dealing with single cash flows, no? We're dealing with the future value or the present value. Okay, so you can solve for the future value if you know the present value. Ang ano dyan, ang formula natin, PV times 1 of 1 plus r raised to the t. So itong expressions na to, itong metrics na to, measures na to, FV, PV, R at saka T, we can solve it, no? Kahit ano dyan. So usually sa mga exams, linalaro-laro yan, ano? Binibigay yung FV, binibigay yung PV para hanapin si R. But the T should be given also. Okay, sa 4 lang yung class, no? 4 lang yan. And we're dealing with just single cash flows, okay? Or pwede rin namang, as I said a while ago, kaya kunyari, ganito. Sabihin natin, class, ganito yung, kaya importante yung timeline, no? So 0, example lang 1, 2, 3, sabihin natin ang timeline is 15 years. Tapos sabi daw, meron tayong present value dito na 100. Tapos at year 2, nakatanggap na naman let's say ng 300. So dito naka-receive tayo ng 100. Now take note of the direction of the cash flow. Nakatanggap tayo dito ng 100, nakatanggap tayo ng 300. Ang question, what is this? So this cash flow is equivalent to, sabihin natin, example lang, 600 to. So ang sabi dyan, yung 100 na natanggap natin, yung 300 na natanggap natin at year 2, babayaran natin sa 15th year yan ng 600. Okay? So itong 100 tsaka 300, panay inflows yan. Yung 600, panay outflows. Okay? So ang tanong, so alam natin yung T, 15. Ang tanong, ano yung I nito? Ano yung equivalent na interest rate? Okay? So if you take a look at this class, medyo dalawa na, no? Mayroon tayong 100, may 300 tayo. So how do you solve this? Eh yung alam natin na formula yung I, ito, diba? Kasi yung formula natin, ito class. Or your R, no? Sorry, R ang gamitin ko para consistent tayo. R, no? Okay, what's our formula for R class? R is equal to, ano? Anyone please? Paki-dictate. Ano yung R natin? Formula for R? Hello? Yes, Cassandra?
FV over PV raised to 1 over T po.
Okay.
Tapos minus 1
Okay, FV over PV,
raised to
okay,
1 over T
raised to 1 over T
minus
minus 1. Correct. That's the formula. Ang tanong, class, paano yun? Dalawa yung cash flow natin. No? Ito FV, isa lang to eh. PV, isa lang to. Eh, ang sabi sa atin, meron pa tayong 300 dito. So, anong gagawin natin, class? Any suggestion? Ganito class yung activity natin, ha? On Wednesday. Hindi siya yung straightforward. So, iisipin nyo muna, no? Paano yan? Ito yung formula mo. FV over PV. Eh, binigyan ka ng dalawang cash flows na ganyan. So, how should you do this, class? Any suggestion? Okay, sige, ganito gawin natin, ha? I-solve natin to, no? Para as an example. So, ang question dito, you're asked for the interest rate. Ano daw yung interest rate kung makakatanggap ka ng 100 ngayon, year times 0, at saka after 2 years, makakatanggap ka pa ng 300, no? Okay? Tapos in 15 years time, i-change natin to. Gawin natin tong, lakihan natin ng konti, no? Ng 1,000. Okay. In 15 years time, magbabayad ka ng 1,000. Okay? So alam natin dito na ang pwede nating gawing look at the direction of the cash flow. Sinong parehong direction? Sa tatlong cash flows yan, sino magkakaparehong direction? Anyone please? Which cash flows have the same direction? Kasi yung same direction na yan, dapat magkakasama yan. Yan ang pwede natin pagsama. So which of these cash flows, yung 100, yung 300, saka 1,000, have the same directions? Class? Yes? Pwede pa-unmute, ha? Ay, 150 and, okay. Thank you, Cassandra. You're correct, no? 100, no? This is 100. So yung 100 at saka 300, ang sabi sa atin kasi, matatanggap natin yan. Ngayon may natanggap tayong 100. After 2 years, may natanggap tayong 300. And then after 15 years, magbabayad tayo ng 1,000. Okay, so ang pwede nating ipagsama dito is your, okay, 100 and 300 kasi pareho silang papasok, no? So take note of that. Okay, but if you take a look at the formula, you have R is equal to FV over PV, then divide by 1 over T minus 1. So, paano natin, ano yun? Paano yung class? Any suggestion? Any suggestion, class? Anyone who'd like to suggest lang, hindi nyo pa susolvin. Anong gagawin natin, class? Okay. All right. Thank you, Jasmine. No? 300 plus 400. 300 plus 100 is equal to 400. Okay. So, let's get it from there. Di ba sabi ko kanina na it's, okay, 100 plus 300 cannot be. Bakit, class? Ano sinabi ko kanina? Why can't we add 100 at saka 300? Anyone, please? Why is it not correct to add 100 plus 300? I mentioned that a while ago. Class. Okay, pwede unmute nyo lang self nyo para mas mabilis tayo. Okay, magkakaiba ng period. They have different time frame. Okay, different year. Yes, correct. Tama yun. Thank you, Gudito, Amanda, and Crystal. Thank you so much. You're correct. No? It will violate the time value of money. Diba? Sabi natin yung unang-una pa lang, yung principle natin ng time value of money. 1 peso today is different from 1 peso in 2 years' time. Or 1 peso in 1 year's time. Magkakaiba sila. So hindi natin pwedeng i-add sa 100 and 300 because that will violate the time value of money. So if we cannot add them, what are we going to do, class? That's very easy. Alam niyo na yan eh. Anong gagawin natin dyan? Class? Yes. Subtract to find the gap. Do it separately. Okay. So pag sinabi natin i-subtract, ganun din yun. Parang in-add nyo rin, di ba? Pag sinabi yung subtract, kasi ang addition at saka subtraction, pareho lang naman yan eh. Di ba? Ang 300 plus 100, di ba? Pwede nyo magawing subtraction yan. 300, okay? Yung subtraction kasi na 1 minus 100, it's just the same as addition. 300 plus negative 100 lang yan. So addition, subtraction, hindi pa pwede, class. Okay? No can do yon. No can do. Anong gagawin? Ano, may nakita ko isang answer? Do it separately. Okay? Paano separately? Sino to? Amanda? What do you mean by separately?
I was thinking na we use the formula first for 150, we compute for it, then we compute for another time for the 300 po.
Oh, pero iba yung kino-compute natin, ha? Hindi yung time ang kino-compute natin. Anong kino-compute natin? What are we solving for here, class? Di ba R, di ba? Okay. Tingnan natin maganda yung sinabi ni Amanda, no? Thank you, Amanda, no? But let's just discuss that, no? Kasi there's a good point there which we can learn from. So sabi ni Amanda, okay, so isolve natin si R just for 100. So yung magiging formula natin dito, ang FV natin 1,000, ang PV natin 100, tapos yung T natin will be, ano class? 1 over T will be what? 30, no? Okay? Tapos minus 1. So magkaka-R tayo dito. Tapos kay ano naman, kay 300, ganun din. Gagawin nating FV 1,000 over PV 300, 1 over T, that will be 1 over 28, di ba? Minus 1, correct? And then we will have another R. So paano yun? Magiging dalawa yung R natin? Eh di ba class, parang isang transaction lang yan, no? It's just like one transaction, no? And dapat iisa lang yung R natin. Right? Kasi pag sineparate natin siya, then we will be having different R's. Sige nga, okay class, let's do this. Kindly compute for the R class, yung R, kung ang FV natin ito, no? 1,000 divided by 100 raised to the 1 over 30 minus 1. So paki-compute nga yun. So it will become 1,000. Yung R1 natin, no? 1,000. So that's your FV over PV, which is 100. And then 1 over 30. 30th root minus 1. What are you getting here, class? What are we getting here?
0.08 po, sir.
0.08. Okay? 0.08. How about this class, yung R2 natin, which is 1,000, di ba? 1,000 divided by 300, okay, over 1 over 28, no? Minus 1. So what R are we getting? Yes?
Sir, question lang po, bakit po naging 30 and 28 yung time? Hindi po ba dapat 15 tapos 13?
Ay, sorry. O nga, no? Sorry, I was thinking of 30, no? Thank you so much, no? Nagkamali ako dun sa time. I was thinking of the original problem na 30 to. So this should be, tama, 15 dapat. Apologies. So this should be 15. 1 over 15, and this should be 13. So ito 0.0. So iba na
It's
to.
0.17 na po, sir.
Ito yung una, yung 1,000 over. So 0.17 na to, no?
Apa.
0.17. Yung pangalawa,
0.10 po.
0.10. Okay, yan ang problema natin, no? 0.10. Kasi, class, magkaiba yung rate niya, no? So we're treating this as separate transactions. Ito kasi isang transaction lang. Okay, isang transaction lang to. Meron kang 100 ngayon, after 2 years may 300 ka, okay? And then after 15 years, magbabayad tayo ng 1,000. Okay? So, all right. We'll go back to this problem kasi medyo may konting complication tong problem na to, no? But in the meantime, class, okay, pag simple lang yung problem, isang cash flow lang ng present value, isang cash flow lang ng future value, you can compute for the R using this. As we have shown here, class, kung 100 lang naman yung present value natin, 1,000 yung future value natin, ang daling i-compute, no? We can easily compute for that. And it turned out here that 17% yung R natin. Or if it was 300 here, okay, na 13 years yung period, lalabas na 0.10 yung 0.10 yung R. Okay, so we'll go back to that class, no? We'll go back to that. I'm just showing you a complicated issue, which cannot be, di ba? Hindi pa pwede yung 0.17 at saka 0.10 kasi you're talking of one transaction. Isang transaction lang yan. Parang nangutang ka sa bangko, ang sabi ng bangko, okay, 100 yung 100 yung ano mo ngayon, okay? And then after 2 years, meron kang 200, okay? So ang tanong, after 15 years magbabayad ka ng 1,000. Ano yung interest rate nito? Nitong buong transaction na to. This one transaction. Okay, we'll look at this in greater detail, no? Pupunta muna tayo first sa annuity. Okay, let's go here first. I'll go back to the discussion of this on Wednesday when we meet face to face. Unahin muna natin itong annuity. Okay?
Sir, ano ito eh? Baylon.
So, meron ba? Meron
Naging
to?
prof ko sa po yung senior high. Galing po sa magturo.
Thank you. Sabi daw, magaling daw magturo. Oh, hindi ka naka-silent. Pero thank you pa rin. Buti na hindi mo sinabing ang palpak magturo. Okay, sige. Thank you so much. All right. Annuity formula class. Ano yung annuity? Okay, let's first take a look at what an annuity is. Tingnan natin to class, itong stream of cash flows na to. This one. All right, here we have a cash flow na, so dito nag-transact ng business at year 0. Tapos after, let's say 1 month or after 1 year, merong ditong 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, etc. Okay, so what is an annuity? An annuity is a uniform stream of cash flows for a certain period. Take note, I said uniform, no? Uniform, importante yan, no? Anong ibig sabihin ng uniform? Pare-pareho, class. Pare-pareho. So tingnan nyo to. 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Ilang periods to? 10 periods ng 2,000. This is called an annuity. Okay? Annuity. Okay. Pause muna ako, class. Clear ba yung concept ng annuity? Paki-chat please kung clear yung concept ng annuity. Okay, good. Okay, isa lang nag-clear. Let's wait for the others. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. Well, I hope the others also participate and give their feedback. Okay. All right, good. Thank you. All right. Sige, salamat ha. Next time yung iba ano din mag-yes or no, ha? Okay, thank you. All right. So dalawang klaseng annuity. Isang annuity ordinary at saka annuity due. Yan, itong dalawang to, no? Okay, so based on the diagram, what do you think is the difference between an annuity ordinary, ito, and annuity due? Ito yung diagram class, no? Ito at saka ito. Ano difference sila?
Sir,
Okay.
due po begins at 0.
Okay. Yes, okay, sabi ni Terence. Sino yung sumagot? Sorry, hindi ko nakuha yung ano. Who was the one who unmuted herself?
Sir, me po.
Yeah, sorry, nickname?
Camille
Camille.
po.
Okay, Camille,
Opo.
thank you. Yeah, tama si Camille, tama din si Terence, nag-chat si Terence, ano? You're both correct. So, annuity ordinary begins at the end of the period. Kasi ito yung simula ng period class, no? Time 0. So, at the end of time 0, doon nagsisimula yung cash flow ng annuity ordinary. Yung annuity due naman begins immediately. Kunyari, na-transact mo siya ngayon, immediately may cash flow yan. Ganyan. Okay? So it's called ordinary because usually, class, ito yung common na ginagamit, annuity ordinary. Okay, magbigay tayo ng example. Bumili ka ng kotse. Okay? Bumili ka ng kotse. Tapos, naka-loan lang, no? Hindi mo kinash. So gumamit ka ng financing, gumamit ka either ng bangko or meron kunyari yung supplier, meron yung let's say yung distributor, kunyari ng whether it's let's say Hyundai or Toyota, whatever, no? Bumili ka ng kotse, may down ka, okay? Iba yung down, no? Iba yung pag nag-down ka, let's say okay, magbigay lang ako ng so pupunta na tayo dito sa probinsya ng mga kautangan, ano? We'll also discuss for example yung sa bahay, no? Okay. Okay. So for example, nag-loan tayo ng let's say motor, no? Kunyari yung cost ng motor is 150,000. Okay, yung simple motor lang. Say Yamaha na whatever, no? Tapos let's say ang requirement nila dapat may down ka ng 30,000. Example. So therefore, ang ilo-loan mo lang 120. So sabi ni Yamaha, okay, ilo-loan mo si 120, pwede kang gumamit ng bangko kung gusto mo or pwede kang may financing din kami if you want to tap our financing, pwede rin 'yon. Okay? So siguro tinap natin yung financing ni Yamaha. Okay? Tapos ang ginawa, magbibigay sila ng ibibigay nila kung ano interest, ilang years to pay ba yan? 1 year to pay ba yan, etc. Or 6 months to pay, 1 year to pay, 2 years to pay, etc. Whatever the scheme is, ang mangyayari niyan, so bali at time 0, no? Technically class, nangutang ka ng 120. Okay, bakit? Kasi parang canceled out na tong 30, no? Kasi nag-down payment ka eh. So bali ang papasok lang sa transaction technically is 120. So umutang ka. So dito, class, ang mangyayari, ibibigay na sa yung motor. Okay? Ibibigay na sa yung motor, then at the end of 1 month, whatever is the amortization, babayaran mo yan. Kunyari yung amortization, let's say 5,000. So 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Let's say 1 year yung term, no? So you're going to pay 5,000 for 12 months. Okay? So anong klaseng annuity yon? It's an annuity ordinary. Karamihan ng mga annuities, yung mga loans class, karamihan yan is ordinary. Bakit ordinary? Kasi the cash flow occurs at the end of the transaction, kung where the transaction was initialized, no? Okay? Ordinary yan. Now, in some instances, ito naman yung due, yung type ng transaction. Okay, the cash flow begins immediately, nung tinansact natin yung business, automatically, ando dun kagad may cash flow na either, kunyari, nangutang ka, okay? Bali yung unang ano mo, yung uutangin mo, babawasan na kagad yan. Kasi automatic na parang nagbayad ka na kagad ng ano, for the first period. Okay? So I'll ask you to look at, okay, sa class next meeting, magre-recitation tayo, magtatanong ako sa inyo ng mga actual examples. Ano yung mga examples ng annuity ordinary? Nagbigay na ako, no? Kunyari dun sa bibili ka ng asset, kunyari ng motor o ng kotse, you ask your parents, pag kunyari bumibili tayo ng kotse na installment, nagbibigay yung dealer ng schedule ng babayaran mo, no? At saka kung ano yung date na kung kailan mo siya babayaran. So depende kung kailan mo hiniram yon. And that's what we call yung transaction and usually annuity ordinary. Okay, so think of an example naman, another example sa annuity ordinary and annuity due. So I'll ask the class next time, no, kung ano yung ano yung examples nito, no? Okay. So ang tanong dito, may annuity tayo dito, no? Let's say ito 10 years. 10 years na 2,000. So this is an annuity. Single cash flow. Okay, annuity ordinary ito. So the cash flow begins at the end of the transaction period or at the end of the period. Annuity due naman begins at the beginning of the period. So pare-pareho silang 20,000, no? At 2,000, pareho silang 10 cash flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ito. Tapos ito din 10 din to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nagkakaiba nga lang sila sa timing, no? Nagkakaiba sila sa timing kung kailan magsisimula yung cash flow. Okay, yes. Thank you, Terence. Terence, ano yung bank loans? Ano siya? And when you share class, paki-share sa lahat ng classmates nyo, to everyone para others will also appreciate what you're sharing. Terence, ano yung bank
Sir?
loans? Yes.
Sir, I was just giving an example po about
For
annuities.
ordinary
I'm
or
not
due?
sure.
Okay. Usually
sure
pag bank loans, it's ordinary, no? Ordinary siya. Okay. Sige, thank you, Terence, for that example. All right. So, ang challenge natin ngayon, paano to? Paano natin kukunin yung either the present value or the future value? Okay? Kasi kung ima-manual natin yan, di ba, ito pwede natin gawin, kunin natin present value. Kunin natin present value nito. Kunin natin present value. Present value, present value, present value, present value, present value, present value, present value. Tapos pag nakuha natin present value niyan, i-add na natin lahat, edi solve tayo, di ba? Right? Kasi ang ginagawa natin, anong proseso to, class? What do you call that process? Sige nga, kung naaalala nyo yung lesson natin, anong ginagawa ko sa 2,000? Kukunin ko yung magkano siya ngayon. Yung 2,000 din at year 2, kukunin ko magkano siya ngayon. Okay, magkano siya ngayon? Lahat yung kukunin ko magkano ngayon, tapos i-add ko siya. What do you call that process, class? Class? Anyone? What do you call that process? Clue, class. Letter D. So that's, may nag-chat. Terence, isi-share mo yung answer mo sa lahat, wag lang sa akin, no? Share it with everyone. What do you call the process of getting the present value, class? It's called class. What do you call that process? Okay, nawala ako for a while. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Camille. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Mary, you're correct. It's called discounting, di ba, class? So, pwede natin i-discount, no? Pwede natin i-discount yung annuity na yan. Kaso, class, anong disadvantage nun? Can you tell me, class, what's the disadvantage of that? I-discount natin yan. Anong disadvantage yan? Yeah, correct. Thank you. Time consume. Imagine, kung kunyari 30 years yan, di ba? Iisa-isahin natin yan, kukunin natin yung present value. Di ba? We're going to get the present value of this individual cash flows. It will take 10 computations. So matagal yun. Or getting the future value class, ganun din. If co-compound natin to for up to year 10. So iisa-isahin ulit natin yan. So that can be very time consuming and matatagalan tayo niyan, no? So that's not an efficient way to do that. Fortunately, class, meron na tayong formula niyan. Okay? Did I share this with you? I don't. Kunin niyo lang ng picture, class, no? In fact, makukuha naman sa internet to eh. Okay, kindly get the picture and take a look at our formula. So ano yung formula natin? The future value of an annuity. So dalawang klase, no? Annuity ordinary at saka annuity due. So take a look at the difference, no? And we know the difference between annuity ordinary and annuity due. So you have the present value and the future value. Okay? So the present value is equal to, ito muna, yung annuity natin, okay? And then 1 over I minus quantity 1 over I times quantity 1 plus I to the n. Okay, so dapat alam natin yung annuity value, dapat alam natin yung I, dapat alam natin yung n for us to be able to compute for your P. Kung annuity due naman siya, class, okay, may question ako sa inyo, class. Which type of annuity will always have the higher future present value? Is it annuity ordinary or annuity due? Which annuity will have the higher present value? Pakichat please kung ano yung answer. Is it annuity ordinary or annuity due? Type, everyone to this is my question to everybody. So everybody should at least guess, no? Isipin nyo lang kung ano yung answer nyo and then type either O or D. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay? Pag hindi sumagot, may minus 5, class. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alam ko na yung secret para mapasagot kayo, no? Kulang pa, class, may recording itong may recording itong sagot nyo, no? So I will be able to check kung sino sa inyo ang hindi sumagot, then magdideduct ako ng 5 points. Okay? Ayun, good, 32. 33 kasi tayo, kasama ako yung isa doon. So lahat kayo, ibig sabihin may bakit may sobra? No? Anyway, so O, D, let me see. Due, may O, may D, may D, may O. So mix, pero karamihan, okay, I think maraming D, no? All right. Okay, the answer, class, is it is annuity ordinary. Is wrong. Ayan sinabi ko annuity ordinary is wrong. Okay, let me ask, sandali tingnan ko yung mga, okay, tingnan ko yung mga sumagot ng D. Okay, let's see. Sige. Rian, you answered D. Why D? Bakit kaya D yung mas mataas na present value? What made you answer D?
Sir, kasi nung grade 11, parang may narinig ako na keyword, so I just answered D po. Pero very vague lang, like
Mm.
wild guess lang po siya.
Okay, sige. Thank you, Rian. So, let's see. Another D, let me ask, no? Sydney, bakit D yung answer mo?
Sir, actually, I'm not so sure din po. Same as Rian. So, like,
Okay,
nag-guess
sige.
lang din po ako.
Alright, sige. Sagutin natin ha. Okay. Tama kayo D class eh. Kasi tingnan nyo. Di ba ang present value, hinahanap natin yung value at time 0, di ba? Okay. If you take a look at our cash flow, okay, annotate natin to. Annotate. Okay. Ito class, ito mga cash, gawin kong red. Ito mga cash flows na to, ito. Yan. This one, 2,000. Ito, walang difference yung mga present values nila, right? Kasi pare-pareho silang time frame eh. Ito year 1 ng annuity ordinary, year 1 din ng annuity due. So, there will be no difference between their present values. Ang difference lang ito. Si annuity due may 2,000 kagad, 'di ba? Ano class ang present value ng 2,000 ngayon? Quick answer please. May 2,000 ako ngayon. Anong present value niyan? Of course, class, the answer is that's more of a parang practical question. Of course, tama, 2K. I have a money now 2K. Ano yung present value ng 2K? Eh di 2K, di ba? So anong difference niya? Si annuity due may 2K ngayon, si annuity ordinary yung 2K niya after 10 years pa. Di ba? So ang difference niya, itong 2K after 10 years, kukunin mo yung present value niyan, mas maliit yan, class. Okay? Compared to 2,000. Di ba? Sige nga, as an exercise, what is the present value of 2,000? Ano bang interest dito? Gamitin natin ang interest at say 10%. Give me the figure, class. How much is the present value of 2,000, which is in 10 years' time? How much is it now if the interest rate is 10%? Please give me. Madali lang, class. Using the formula, yung ginagamit natin na formula, di ba? Ano lang yan, di ba? PV is equal to FV times 1 plus R raised to the negative T. Kasi kinukuha natin yung PV, dapat negative 2 yung exponent natin or divided by 1 plus R. PV natin is, FV natin is 2,000. R natin is 10%. Negative T natin is 10 din, negative 10. Okay, please give me now the value of how much is 2,000 now if it is to be received after 10 years, if the rate of interest is 10%. Okay, once again, class, I want everybody to answer that. Okay, everyone should key in their answer. Hindi lang dapat one, ha? Again, class, may minus ng May minus ng 5% kung hindi sumagot, no? Sige, ano lang, class, everybody participate. I'm going kasi to check this. Take a look at those who answered this question. Makikita ko yan sa rena-record kasi itong chat, no? Okay, 3 pa lang, ha. I'll give you 1 more minute. Use the formula, class. Dali lang yan, no? Future value is 2,000 times 1 plus R. Ang R mo 10%. Tapos pag kinukuha natin yung PV kasi dinidiscount natin, ang ano natin, negative T, negative 10. Okay? 30 seconds more, class. Marami pang hindi nakakasagot. Nakalimutan ko sabihin na dapat DM nyo lang ako, no? Direct message. Kasi baka yung iba, i-copy paste lang eh. No? I hope you don't do that, no? I hope you tried at least, no? Sinubukan nyo i-compute. Okay, 10 seconds, class. 10 seconds. So yung mga hindi pa nakakasagot, class, now's your chance. I think there are 4 students who haven't keyed in their answers. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. May 3 students ang hindi sumagot, ha? Okay? So I'm going to record that. Everyone, maglalagay ako dito ng line. Okay? Okay, so this is the line for yung PV question. Okay. Alright, so ganyan ang gagawin ko lagi, class, no? I will check kung sino hindi sumasagot, no? Okay. Alright, dali lang, ha? So let me just clear the drawing here. Okay, just a moment, class. Okay, sorry about that, class. Alright, so ang present value nito, edi lagay ko dito, is equal to 2,000 times 1 plus, ano yung rate? 10% raised to the -1 over 10, no? Ay, sorry, -10. -10. All right? So that's 2,000 times 1 plus 10% raised to the -10, yung T natin. So the value is 771, no? So ang present value nito, class, 771. And I hope by this time, naintindihan nyo na if you're getting the present values, lumiliit yung value, class, no? From the future value, liliit yung value niyan. So 771 lang. Okay, yung present value nitong 2,000, 771, may present value na tayong 2,000 ito, di ba? For annuity due. Okay? So, ito, class, sabi natin walang difference yan, di ba? No difference at all. Okay. So, sige. For annuity due and annuity ordinary, class, mas malaki, class, yung present value ni annuity due. So, sino mas malaking present, mas malaking future value? Di natural, class, mas malaking future value ni annuity due din. Diba? Kasi yung present value, pag kinonvert mo into future value yan, pag mas malaki yung present value mo, di mas malaki din yung future value mo. Huh? Okay? Alright. Sige. Now, using the same scenario, okay, I'd like you to compute. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes, no? Magko-compare tayo. Compute for the future value. Okay? Future value ng annuity nitong ordinary, no? At saka annuity due. Itong stream of cash flows na to, 2,000, okay? Ito ba yan, no? Plus ito, so number of payments ito 10, sorry. 10 pala to, no? 10. All right? I'll give you a few minutes. So ilagay nyo sa sa Excel nyo. Magkano yung annuity future value ng annuity ordinary, future value ng annuity due, tapos present value din ng annuity ordinary at saka future value ng annuity present value ng annuity, ito parehong due, no? Ito parehong ordinary. Okay? So 5 minutes, class. Tapos I'm going to ask you to DM that to me. So that will be your recitation for today. I-chat nyo sa akin, direct message sa akin, wag to everybody, no? And I'm going to look at that. Okay, sige, I'll give you siguro 5 minutes, no? Calculator, 2,000, ang rate is 10%, and then NPR is 10 years. Okay? So to be chatted to me, no? Okay. Go, 5 minutes lang. Timer starts now.
Sir,
Sir, hello po.
excuse po, sir.
Sir, tao po. We have question po.
Excuse po, sir. Sir, knock-knock po.
Sir, yuhu! Gising po.
Plus, apat yung answer na ibibigay nyo, hindi lang isa. You're going to give me 4 answers, no? Isang future value na annuity ordinary, isang future value na annuity due. Tapos isang present value ng annuity ordinary at saka annuity due. You should be giving me 4 answers. 4 answers class in one in one chat lang kasi mahirapan ako pag marami. So ano muna ako? Okay, sandali ah. Magla-line lang ako dito and then I'll consider all the answers after this line. Okay? So if you place an answer before this line, please resubmit your answer. So 4 answers class. Tapos ano lang, 2 decimal places lang. Wag niyo ilalagay na na 4 decimal places kasi money matters to eh. Hindi naman tayo nag-aano ng 4 decimal places na na pera, no? More time. Sige. Okay, more time daw because may nag-request. Okay, sige. I'll give you. Sige, again, let's start again with the 5 minutes, no? Sige, 5 minutes. Okay, sige. Okay. Sige, let's start. I'll start with the 5 minutes again. So 7 minutes. Yeah, 2 o'clock, and then all answers should be in by 2:05. Question dito, yung N sa formula. Yes, that's your T. Yeah, that's your N. Ulit, maglalagay ako ng ano kasi may mga question. Okay. Just follow the formula class. Straightforward naman yung formula eh. Yung A natin, yung annuity.
Sir, naka-screen share ka po.
Sorry class, hindi pala ako naka-freeze, no? O share ko to para dyan lang naka-ano. Okay, may mga nag-submit na. Okay. So I think 3. So let's give your classmates a few more minutes. Okay, so last 2 minutes, class. Dapat apat yung ano. Dapat yung apat yung answers niya. Okay, so, okay, time's up, class. Time's up. Sige, let's, okay. So, i-close ko na to. Okay, so it's a matter, class, of following the formula. Okay, so let's just spend the rest of the time just completing this. Okay, so let's start with future value na ordinary annuity. Okay, so lagay na dito ordinary at saka due. Okay, let's start with the future value. Okay, may humabol. Sige, i-consider ko yan. No? All right, so let me increase this. Okay, may mga humabol pa. Okay, sige, just put it in. I'll consider those answers. Okay, ang future value, class, ng ordinary annuity, ito lang, di ba? Okay, so I'll solve it in such a way na parang calculator siya. So this is equal to, di ba? Yung A natin is 2,000. Okay, so I'm computing for this like a calculator. Times, so ito, no? Quantity natin, and then quantity, then another quantity, ito, 1 plus, our I is 10%. Okay, and then raised to the, yung ano natin, yung number of years is 10. Okay, and then minus 1. Then I will have to close everything. I-close ko muna to numerator. Close ko yung numerator, no? Yes?
Sir, excuse me po. Nag-annotate po ba kayo?
Ay,
Wala
sorry. Hindi pa.
po.
Again, my bad. Pinost ko pala yung screen kanina. Kasi na-remind ako na nag-open kasi ako ng ibang site. May message lang ako sa grid pala, no? Okay, let me repeat, class. Okay, hindi nyo nakita yung ginawa ko dito, no? So let me repeat. Let me increase the size here. So sabi ko parang okay. Ordinary annuity, ito yung formula natin. A times the quantity, 1 plus I to the n minus 1. So ito yung numerator natin, class, di ba? Divided by the denominator. So it's like A times the whole numerator divided by the denominator. Ganun lang, class, yung pagtingin nyo, no? A times the numerator divided by the denominator. So this is equal to, ang A natin is 2,000, ba? Times numerator natin. Numerator natin, iput muna natin in parenthesis yung 1 plus, ang I natin is 10%, right? And then kailangan i-exponentiate natin siya, shift 6, okay, raised to the n, 10. Of course, I taught you, class, how to do this using names, no? Ito, inaano ko lang, no? Hindi ko na inaano yung name. Okay? So ito na yung ano no, ito na yung 1 plus I raised to the n then minus 1. And then I close the numerator. So ito yung buong numerator and then i-divide natin ang denominator which is 10%. Ganun lang, class. So the 2,000 yung A times yung numerator, yun yung may open and close parenthesis na yan, divided by the denominator. Control Enter. There. So I'm getting 31,874. Okay. Are there any questions about that, class? Any questions about that?
None po.
None. Okay. Itong due, class, pareho lang naman. I-multiply lang natin ito, no? So I'm going to copy this. Control C. Yan. Ito yung formula. Oh. Parehong-pareho. Tapos, magmo-multiply lang tayo ng, so everything here times quantity 1 plus I, which is 10%. So dinagdagan natin. Notice na yung formula na to. This is your annuity ordinary and then times 1 plus the interest, which is you're multiplying it by a number greater than 1. So ibig sabihin, lalaki yan. So ganun lang. Parehong-pareho lang naman eh. No? So kung nagka-calculator kayo, pag makuha nyo to, whatever the result is, i-multiply nyo lang ng 1 plus I kasi exactly the same formula. Okay, yung future value nila. Control Enter. There. No? So mas malaki yung future value ni annuity due. There. No? Ito 31,000, ito 35,000. Okay? And then lastly, yung present value. Okay. Almost time na, class. May I have your permission just to finish this, class para at least tapos natin tong, okay lang ba? Just 1 minute to finish this. Class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. Thank you. All right. So ganun din, class, parehong-pareho. Magta-times lang dito tayo ng 1 plus I. So itong gagawin natin dito, A times, so meron tayong unang expression dito. So ipaparenthesis natin to and then ima-minus natin yung buong expression na to. Parang ganun lang. A times this minus this. Okay, sige. Yung gawin natin, no? So it's equal to, ang A natin is 2,000 times quantity. Alright? Times ano? Una yung 1 over I. So lagyan natin to sa parenthesis. 1 divided by 10%. Okay? Yan yung una, no? And then ima-minus natin, okay, mas mahirap ng konti to. 1 divided by yung buong expression na yan, no? Okay? So minus, okay, i-open and close natin 1 divided by. Tapos i-close natin yung denominator para mas madali, no? Yung denominator is 1 times 1 plus I raised to the n. So that's 1 plus, ay nawala. Oh. It's equal to 2,000 times quantity 1 over I, which is 10%. Okay. Minus, okay, quantity 1 divided by. Denominator ano natin, i-parenthesis natin, which is I, 10% times, parenthesis ulit to, 1 plus I, no? 1 plus 10%, okay, raised to the n, which is 10, okay? So, i-close na natin to, close. Close. So, naka-close na yung denominator, blue at saka blue. So, dapat i-close ko tong red na to. Close the red, no? And then, close yung black na to. Close. Alright, so that will be your present value ng annuity ordinary. Control Enter. There. 1228. Okay? So, syempre, mas maliit yung present value. And lastly, class, copyhin natin to. F2. Copyhin ko lang yung formula na to. Control C. escape, control V. So whatever that formula is, imo-multiply lang natin ng times 1 plus I. Okay? So dito, F2 times quantity 1 plus I is 10%. Okay? Alright, lagyan ko lang ng equal dito para gawin ni Excel. Equal to there. Okay? Control Enter. There. Okay? So mas malaki, class, yung present value ni annuity due. Okay, so thank you so much, class. I'm sorry for extending a bit, no? Maraming salamat, and we'll continue with this next meeting. Okay, so have a blessed weekend ahead. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Keep safe, everyone. Thank you. I hope you learned something today. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you so much. Okay,
Thank you, sir. God bless po.
God
Thank
bless. Thank you. Salamat. I'll see you on
Sir,
Wednesday. Terence,
hello po.
yes, anong question, Terence?
A quick question lang po.
Yeah, sige.
Sir, so basically, pag due po, yung
Mm-mm.
formula, laging times 1 plus interest po, sir?
Yes, oo. Iko-compare mo,
Okay.
no, di ba? Ito, laging may nadagdag na times 1 plus I. No? So actually,
Sir?
yes, sige.
Ikaw muna po, sir. Sorry po.
Sige, ikaw. Sige.
I'm just wondering why is that the case po?
Okay.
Pag,
Kasi, ang ano niya, parang, anong nangyari dito, kung titingnan natin yung cash flows, parang nadagdagan si Ju, nadagdagan siya dito, okay, pero nabawasan siya dito.
I see.
Diba? Nabawasan siya sa dulo, pero nadagdagan naman siya dito. So if you take a look at this, yung factor na to times 1, so it's just the same, no? Ito din yon. Tapos parang whatever this amount is, pina-earn mo siya ng interest, no? Times I. Parang dagdag siya. Nadagdagan siya ng ano. Kasi if kunyari 100 to, 100 times I, di ba? That's parang nag-earn ng interest yung 100 mo. Whatever this value is, pag times 1 plus I yun, yung times 1 na yun, yun din yun, yung 100. Diba? Tapos, yung 100 times I, pina-earn mo siya ng I, ng whatever this percentage is.
I see po. Sige po. Thank
Okay?
you po, sir.
I hope na Terence, explain ko well, no?
Sige po.
Okay.
Salamat po, sir.
Sige, thank you. Thank you, Terence, and I appreciate your question, no?
Thank you po.
Okay, sige. Have a nice weekend.
Sir,
Yes?
excuse me po. Sir,
Sige.
tanong ko lang po kung i-upload niyo po ba yung recording?
Yeah, I'm going to upload it, no?
Okay po. Thank you po, sir.
Sige. Thank you. Thank you, Sydney.